immediately wears off. Okay. Very difficult. Sit. He won't as long as I'm not in combat. Okay. Save the game again. Where are we? They flee in terror. Come on. I guess that's probably my goal. Maybe this? No, this is probably just to get a boat. Stop stealing the orb! I need it for stuff, like drowning. Okay, not quite what I had in mind. That worked. A book. Study the tome. The Way of the Sacred Item by Zalaktar the Sacred Item. Oh, I write of the joy of items, of the powers that mere stone and rock and metal and paper and gem can hold. Though they are gifts of the gods, they will be here after us. We must give thanks for the gods' benevolence. So we must be guided in... Is this like a way to trick me into thinking that the cult on Big Ale is not as much of a cult as this cult? So it puts them at risk. Fairly, they must, they are here to, firstly, it is true that they must not be used, for doing so puts them at risk, and verily they are here to be hereafter us. And though secondly, search for new gifts of the gods must never end. The sacred mighty quest to obtain them must never end, and each and every day sacred item is owned by the unholy as a needle in the eye of God. Rude. And lo, we reach the second, which is that we must refine ourselves and purge our weaknesses. so that we may live up to our sacred expectations of the sacred items. All one, dilute, dilute. This is just a reference, isn't it? It's just a big reference. Ow! Good job, Ghost. Are these sacred items? Come back, sacred lizard. Anyway, we're gonna seal the boat. Oh, this is ominous. Hey, you interrupted the music. Not cool. Ow. Have fun, Ghost. Go. Ow. I don't want stone arrows. +1 to strength. Whatever. Better than nothing. Do not believe how sacred these items were. That's the letter he was writing. Knickknacks and odds and ends. One of the items at the bottom is a marble key. I probably needed that. Many of the papers and scrolls on the shelves are notes of the priests of the cult. You ignore them and the insane rantings they contain. It's a small polished marble key. It's on an empty section of shelf. You take it. The books are on different sorts of items. One interesting one is by Rita of Patrick's Tower, and mentions that certain sorts of metal are filled with malevolent energies. This metal makes anyone nearby sick, even if they're just carrying it. Mentions that a radiant shield will protect the recipient from being turned to stone, that the ritual of mass curing can help provide rapid exit from a force cage. Study the tome. probably a lot of secrets in here that I'm not gonna find. No! Why would you do that? Why? No. I don't understand what could motivate somebody to do something so terrible. Summoning those horrible things. Oh, I missed a little money here. Acquisitions must be checked in with the High Priest. Personal retention of acquisitions will be punished by mandatory drowning. Don't remember. Purification chambers. Mundane items storage. The room is full of crude stone counters. They are covered with a wild variety of items, some rare, some common, some quite odd. This must be where the cult places the items which they don't find worthy of worship. Nice fur. Stones so where members of the cult come to sit, meditate, and suffer in order to purify themselves. It's a grim place with mold and worse on the floors. At least they get a nice painting to look at. That's what's important. The cult does its training. There are several clubs and staves on the floor with brown stuff dried on the ends. Evidently, the cult trains people by having them beat each other's sense with big sticks until skills appear. How's that working out for them? Unacceptable. It's the northern entrance, I guess. Padlock holding this door closed looks incredibly crude and simple. The gold rune on it, however, makes you suspect magic. Fortunately, the marble key you found earlier unlocks the padlock. Purification walk. Well, I found 2 keys, so I don't have to go on the purification walk. Right? No, this is just a side exit. Dang on it. Unless this is... Board game, fine clothes, bar of lead. Cake. cake. I think I already have a map of Kyrgyzstan province. Iridium pants? Iridium is radioactive, isn't it? I mean, we found that bar of uranium before. I don't know, let's just pick them up and see what happens. What could go wrong? Also, he found a book. Boring. Ah, that book again, The Tearing of the Bodice. Memorial to the Lost. 10% resistance to acid. I'm just gonna keep those other pants in case these turn out to be hazardous. Lean lost while testing the wand of unusual results. 2 Volorb lost during routine training. 2 Corinda accidentally teleported to the solid rock. We apologize sincerely. 2 Kirkfalusi, who mysteriously and suddenly dissolved. Probably because of these pants. Memory of Zalaz, lost in the Fort Emergence raid. May what's left of him find peace. 2 Eustis, lost during commission of routine procedures. Portal chamber. Fill out will before entering. A big red button labeled power. I guess we do have to go on the purification walk. Oh, fine. No. Developer's bolt of lightning flies from one of the walls, no doubt to provide a little positive behavior modification. Ow! Fine. Gosh. Okay. Touch it. Okay.